How about you, my baby? How are you doing, gal? On the dark desert highway. How can I? Well, I wish I could swim.
What's up, rock and roll warriors? It's your host from Rock Lore. And man, let me tell you, 1977 wasn't just a year. It was a cultural earthquake that shook the foundations of rock music. You had the stadium giants, the arena kings, still selling out massive shows. But from the gritty streets, a new, angry sound was born. Punk rock. It was a revolution, and it changed everything. Today, we're not just listing songs. We're firing up the time machine for a deep dive into the DNA of the rock anthems that defined that wild year. This is the true lore of 1977, and we're exploring why these songs are still so powerful. So let's turn it up and start the countdown of top 15 rock songs from 1977 we will never forget. To start our list, we're going to the absolute ground floor of punk. The Ramones in 1977 were a cultural phenomenon, not a commercial one. Their debut album a year earlier had been a jolt to the system, but with Sheena as a punk rocker, they made their sound a little bigger, a little cleaner, but without losing a single ounce of their raw power. This song is a masterclass in simplicity. It's a three-chord wonder with a simple, catchy chorus and a frantic, driving rhythm that makes you want to smash things. It's a song that proved you didn't need to be a guitar god or a poetic genius to make great rock and roll. You just needed three chords, an attitude, and a loud amp. Hey, Rock Lore community. Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow. You're becoming a member of the Rock Lore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger. Man, what a song. Cheap Trick in 1977 was a band on the cusp of becoming rock gods, and this song is the ultimate power pop anthem that got them there. The song's genius is in its lyrics. It tells the story of a kid who finds out his mommy's all right, daddy's all right, and that they're secretly cooler than he ever thought, listening to Kiss records in the bedroom. It's a hilarious, brilliant, and totally relatable story about the moment you realize your parents were once rock and roll rebels too. The song is a wild, fun, and totally unforgettable snapshot of a band that was all about having a good time while showing off some serious songwriting chops.
There's too much coke, too much smoke.
This one is a dark, tragic piece of rock lore that feels like a prophecy. Lynyrd Skynyrd in 1977 was a southern rock powerhouse, but the band was spiraling out of control with alcohol and drugs. This song was written by Ronnie Van Zant and Alan Collins as a direct warning to the band's guitarist, Gary Rossington, after he crashed his car while under the influence. The song's chorus, "Oh, that smell, the smell of death surrounds you," is hauntingly direct. It was a song full of heavy emotion and a sad, powerful piece of rock history. Just 3 days after the album was released, the band's plane crashed, killing Van Zant and several others. It's impossible to listen to this song and not feel the weight of its words.
I know I can't help myself. You're ugly, but now that I found you.
With this song, Foreigner introduced the world to a new kind of arena rock. This was the first single from their self-titled debut, and it was a perfect slice of melodic rock. The band was a supergroup of sorts, with British rock veteran Mick Jones and American vocalist Lou Gramm. They wanted to combine the muscle of hard rock with the polish of pop, and this song did it perfectly.
Your eyes can see.
The intro with that piano hook and the massive soaring chorus just stuck in your head. It was a sign that rock and roll was moving into a more polished, radio-friendly sound, and it became a massive hit for a reason.
Just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion, I was soaring.
Just outside our top 10 is a song that became a massive hit in 1977, a year after its initial release. Kansas was a band of serious musicians, and Carry On Wayward Son is their masterpiece. It's a perfect blend of progressive rock and hard rock, with that iconic a cappella intro, the epic guitar solo, and a chorus that feels like a full-blown journey. The lyrics are deeply spiritual and philosophical, which was totally different from the raw punk that was also blowing up. It's a song that proves rock can be both complex and a stadium giant at the same time. Breaking into our top 10 is a song with one of the greatest guitar riffs in rock history, period. Heart was led by the unbelievably talented Wilson sisters, Ann and Nancy. They were on the receiving end of a lot of sexism in the music industry, and Barracuda was their fierce, unapologetic response.
Ooh, Barracuda!
The song's aggressive guitar riff was actually inspired by a riff in a Nazareth song, but Nancy Wilson made it her own razor-sharp, driving sound that was pure venom. It's a song of raw power and anger, and it's a classic for a reason.
Way on down south, London town.
Next up, a song that came out of nowhere. Dire Straits, led by the brilliant guitarist Mark Knopfler, was a total anomaly in '77. While punk was all about speed and aggression, Sultans of Swing was a beautifully crafted, finger-picked blues rock story. The song tells the tale of a down-on-its-luck jazz band playing in a quiet London pub. What makes this song unforgettable is Knopfler's guitar work. He didn't use a pick. He used his fingers, creating a clean, articulate, and mind-blowingly precise sound. It was a song that was too good to be ignored, and it proved there was still an audience for sophisticated, subtle rock music.
Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer.
This song is where the weirdness begins. Talking Heads were a part of the vibrant new wave scene in New York City, and Psycho Killer was their breakthrough. The song's genius lies in its unique structure. It's built around a simple, almost robotic bass line, and the lyrics are a stream of consciousness look inside the mind of a deranged person.
Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. Lisons mon espoir. Je me lance.
The song even features a bridge sung in French, which was just bizarre and brilliant for the time. It was a quirky, funky, and totally unforgettable song that showed that rock music was heading in a new, more artistic direction. Our next song is the sound of rebellion itself. The Clash's debut album was a shot fired at the music establishment, and London's Burning was one of the loudest. This song is a furious 2-minute punk anthem that perfectly captured the feeling of being young, bored, and angry in late 70s London. The lyrics talk about the boredom of everyday life in the city, but the music feels like a riot. It's a song that proves rock and roll could still be a force for social change. If 1977 had a soundtrack for pure, reckless energy, this is it. Iggy Pop had been struggling with addiction and a failed career, and this album was his great comeback, thanks in no small part to his friend and collaborator, David Bowie, who co-wrote and produced it. The song's iconic, galloping drum beat was reportedly inspired by a U.S. Armed Forces radio broadcast. The song is a declaration of life, of survival, and of finding joy in a world that's trying to tear you down. It's a perfect piece of rock lore, a testament to a legend reclaiming his throne. You know, bro, there's just something special about the sound of a classic rock album on vinyl. It's how these albums were originally meant to be heard, the warmth, the crackle, and the ritual of dropping the needle on the record. It's an experience that digital just can't recreate. And if you've ever wanted to dive into that classic vinyl sound, but didn't know where to start, I've got you covered. I've been checking out this Victrola Bluetooth portable suitcase turntable. It's the perfect way to get into vinyl. You just pop it open, put on a masterpiece like Led Zeppelin's 4 or Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon, and let the needle drop on that legendary groove. The best part is, it's a suitcase design, so you can literally take your rock and roll vibes anywhere. You can move it from your bedroom to the living room, or even take it to a friend's place. And it even has Bluetooth, so you can stream music from your phone when you're not spinning records. It's the best of both worlds, This is a great starting point for any fan who wants to feel the foundation of rock lore in a whole new way. If you're interested in grabbing one for yourself, I've put a link to it in the description below. Clicking that link and buying one is an awesome way to support the channel and help us keep bringing you more deep dives into the music we all love. So go check it out, and let's get back to the countdown.
The very brilliant Thomas Dolby. Just for one day.
Breaking into our top 5 is a masterpiece of art rock. In 1977, David Bowie was living in Berlin, in the heart of the Cold War, and this song was inspired by seeing producer Tony Visconti and his mistress kissing. Next to the Berlin Wall, the song's genius is in its production.
Could keep us together. I said,
Brian Eno's atmospheric synth textures and Robert Fripp's epic, feedback-drenched guitar created a soundscape unlike anything else. It's a song about hope in the darkest of times, and its powerful guitar riff and soaring vocals make it as brilliant today as it was then. While the album came out in late '76, the single Hotel California was a massive hit in '77 and became one of the most famous rock songs of all time. This song is the ultimate rock epic with a 7-minute runtime, a narrative-driven story about the dark side of the American dream, and a dual guitar solo at the end that is the stuff of legend.
She got a lot of pretty boys. She voices are calling from far away. Wake you up.
The song's spooky, unsettling vibe was a total departure from the Eagles' earlier country rock sound, and it solidified them as a major force in rock music. It's a song that will never, ever be forgotten. This song wasn't just a track. It was a Molotov cocktail thrown at the monarchy during Queen Elizabeth's Silver Jubilee. Released on the day of the celebrations, the song was promptly banned by the BBC and nearly every radio station in the country, which only made it more popular. The Sex Pistols were more than a band. They were a movement, and this song was their mission statement. It was angry, it was rebellious, and it was the sound of a generation that was fed up. No song from 1977 was more shocking, and few were more important. Just outside our #1 spot is the ultimate rock and roll breakup anthem. The album Rumors was written and recorded while the band was falling apart with internal strife and relationship drama. Go Your Own Way was written by Lindsey Buckingham as a raw, emotional track to his ex, Stevie Nicks, who was also in the band. She even tried to get him to change the line, "Packing up, shacking up is all you want to do," but he refused. The song's sheer emotional power and its perfect raw production make it an essential piece of rock lore. Hey, rock lore community! Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow, you're becoming a member of the Rocklore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger. And the #1 rock song from 1977 that we will never forget is a 2-for-1 deal. These songs are the ultimate stadium anthems, and they were designed that way. After a rowdy show where fans were singing their own songs, Freddie Mercury wanted to write something the audience could participate in. The result was We Will Rock You, which uses stomping and clapping as the rhythm section, paired with We Are the Champions, a grand piano-driven anthem of victory. Queen turned rock music into a sporting event. It was a masterpiece of crowd control and pure, undeniable power. These songs stand alone at the top of 1977 and will forever be a part of rock history. The journey doesn't end here, Rock Warrior. Watch this next.